Who could destroy the solar system with a fraction of his power? You can. Yes, you can. Who transcended to a new paradigm of power for the first time in 1,000 years? You did. Yes, you did. Who's the most powerful fighter in the universe? You are. Yes, you... Oh, hey guys. Oh, what you looking at? I was just doing baby talk. I didn't actually mean that Goku was the most powerful fighter in the universe. I just wanted to build his confidence. Hey, I'm kinda out of shape. I couldn't compete in this fight. Hey Shenron, I wish all these guys would go away before they obliterate me.
Your wish has been granted.
Oh, thanks. Oh, wait, I guess I should have specified how to get rid of them. Oh, God! Fuck you, Shenron. Man, I have been dying to make this video forever. I've been a huge fan of DBZ since my balls were inert, so naturally I came to love the main character of the show whenever he wasn't being a huge goddamn tool. His name is Kakarot, a Saiyan born on planet Vegeta and sent to Earth as a baby so that he may grow up to conquer it. At least that's what we're told when we first meet Kakarot. Goku. Kakarot is his Saiyan name, given to him by his parents, while Goku is his human name, given to him by the old dude who found him after he crash-landed onto Earth. See? It's not so confusing. Anyway, where was I? Oh yes, the Saiyans were a war-hungry people. They conquered entire solar systems with nothing but their natural-born strength. Whole civilizations once trembled at the sound of their name. Really, they were just a bunch of huge assholes with tails. And Goku was no different. And neither was Vegeta. Not the planet, the guy. For those who are Dragon Ball ignorant, Vegeta is basically Goku's rival throughout the whole series. And by rival, I mean he's second best to our Kamehameha blasting protagonist. Always. In fact, Vegeta has been trying to catch up to Goku since the two first met. What's incredible about Goku is that he paved the way for a previously unfathomable level of power for his fellow Z fighters. They got stronger because he got stronger and showed them what was possible. The other Z fighters are dedicated guys, sure, but Goku's pretty much the greatest inspiration you could ever have. And their improvements throughout the show, especially Vegeta's, are proof of that. Perhaps what's most incredible about Goku is just how much more powerful he is than any Saiyan ever before him. Think of it this way. What's the fastest mile time you've ever run? Well, the fastest mile ever run was 3 minutes and 43 seconds. Now imagine if someone did it in 0.00028 seconds. That's Goku. And even if that math doesn't check out, the takeaway here is that Goku is ridiculously powerful by the end of the series. To put things in perspective, it takes a power level of 300 to destroy a planet, and by the end of the show, Goku had pushed his power level to 8.4 billion. I'll say that again. It takes a power level of 300 to destroy a planet, and Goku's highest pinnacle is 8.4 billion! Oh my god, this guy could destroy a galaxy if he wanted to. Or even your mom, whose diameter is several 100,000 light years across! The fat bitch? Sure, Goku's son was more powerful than him thanks to some otherworld bullshit that one time, but Goku's the real mover and shaker here. It's thanks to the Saiyan formerly known as Kakarot that his son and everyone else around him was able to push their limits to new horizons in the first place. So what's his secret? Why is he so much more powerful than Vegeta and any Saiyan before him for that matter? And why do they draw people in the show to look like they just took a steroid shot to the dick? Oh right, cause it's awesome! Now anyone who has watched the show surely already thinks they know the answer to why Goku is like 800,000 times more powerful than anyone else amongst his monkey-tailed brethren. Us DBZ nerds have heard the phrase pure of heart to describe Goku. Hell, it's the reason he's able to ride that weird yellow cloud while most other people can't. But oh my dear DBZ darling, that's not the whole story now, is it? Goku's extreme power comes from a far more interesting place than just his good nature. So throw off your weighted clothing, scream at the top of your lungs until you have an aneurysm, and prepare yourself for the story of the most constipated man to ever live. Welcome, Saiyan Warrior, to the story you never knew. We first meet Goku when he's but a wee lad in a remote mountain wilderness having an encounter with the blue-haired, ever-feisty Bulma. Yeah, she's pretty hot, but Goku's too innocent to care. Bulma is looking for all 7 Dragon Balls, of which Goku has the 4-star ball. Her goal here is to assemble these 7 balls to summon Shenron, the immortal, lengthy dragon who is said to grant any wish. Goku tags along with Bulma, and together they travel the world and best a tiny blue emperor. The details of their journey aren't terribly important for this video, so I won't go into them. What is important is that Goku, throughout every fight, throughout every conversation, has the purest of intentions. Hold up! Yes, I know, I said Goku being pure of heart isn't the whole story about why he's able to take his Saiyan genetics to a new paradigm of power, but it is an important part of it. Yes indeed, Goku is pure as fuck, like 99.6% blue crystal man, and that's a little confusing considering every other member of his species is a war-hungry douche nozzle. So what happened? Well, shortly after Goku crashed onto the Earth's surface, he was found by an old man named Gohan, and much to Gohan's dismay, this kid was a little cunt until he fell into a ravine and hit his head on a rock. Thanks to the head trauma from this concussive event, Goku lost his heartless nature and forgot his mission to demolish human civilization. From then on, Goku was full-on Mr. Rogers minus the sweaters. Alright then, so Goku got his pure of heart thanks to gravity and a rock. How inspiring. At this point, you're probably thinking, okay Grant, I know Goku's pure of heart helped him be strong and all, but how? Why does being a nice guy help you obtain the power to obliterate planets with a sneeze? And plus, you said that wasn't the whole story and now you're totally focusing on it. Shh. In due time, my gentle YouTube commenter. Most think Goku's genuine loving nature is said to be a reason for his power because it just seems like a good idea. A powerful hero should be good, right? Nothing but some feel-good writing going on here. But it's more than that. Much more than that. Goku's pure of heart doesn't just magically make him stronger, but it does open doors for him that more dickish fighters never get a chance to walk through. Let's zoom out a bit, and by a bit I mean a lot, to the scale of the universe where abstract principles of good and evil play out like a game of chess. You see, in the Dragon Ball Z universe, existence itself is maintained by a hierarchy of Kais. You've got North, South, East, and West Kai at the bottom of the hierarchy, then you've got Grand Kai above them, then a couple of Supreme Kais above him, and then you've got a Grand Supreme Kai above them, who actually got absorbed by this fat fuck, but you don't need to worry about that. The point is that these Kais watch over the universe and do what they must to keep things not shitty. They're a playful bunch who truly enjoy their lives as guardians of the universe. As jolly and ridiculous as these Kais are, they're the ones calling the cosmic shots. And as it turns out, they know a hell of a lot about how to grow one's inner power. Spoiler time! You may remember that one time early on in DBZ when Goku dies. Somewhere around that time in the afterlife, he is told that Vegeta, a super elite Saiyan warrior, will be arriving on Earth with his bald sidekick to finish the job of leveling human civilization that baby Goku forgot about. But not to worry! Thanks to Goku's selflessness in life, he was allowed to keep his body in the afterlife and train with the likes of North Kai, who we actually know as King Kai. On his tiny planet floating peacefully in the otherworld, King Kai pushes Goku to his limits under 10 times Earth's gravity. He also teaches our spiky-haired protagonist the famed Kaioken technique that allows the user to temporarily multiply their power. In fact, throughout all of Goku's life, he's given incredible knowledge and wisdom from amazing teachers across quite literally several planes of existence. And while these opportunities presented themselves in part thanks to Goku's natural talents, it's thanks to something deeper that Goku was allowed to tap into the knowledge of the universe's highest minds. And that something is trust. Would you trust Hitler with the ability to multiply his power fourfold? What about the ability to shoot a Kamehameha wave out of his hands? Yeah, maybe don't do that. And the Kais couldn't agree more, because they saw within Goku a mind that was pure, a mind that could be trusted, and so many doors opened for Goku that otherwise would have remained closed. With that, we know why Goku's kind nature is so important beyond just feel-good writing. So now it's time to take this shit to the next level. We've sucked the painfully obvious dick of not being a dick for long enough. We've seen how being kind can open doors through trust. But what about an actual source of power? All the niceness in the world doesn't mean shit if you're just a scrawny little bitch. Kindness didn't make Goku succeed. It just gave him the opportunity to succeed. Take the transformation into a Super Saiyan. Legend has it that 1,000 years before Dragon Ball Z took place, a legendary Saiyan warrior ascended to a new paradigm of power that made his hair glow gold from the energy within him. As you may have guessed, Goku is the first to ascend to Super Saiyan since that last guy, and he doesn't do it with a smile on his face the whole time. Goku is only able to ascend when he's been forced to watch his friends die at the hands of Frieza. Only when the universe's greatest hero is pushed into rage and helplessness by a foe more powerful than him does he let it go. Frieza toys with Goku, holding back his true power for days on end so that he can watch Goku and his beloved companions squirm. In the end, it's not Goku's kindness that pushes him to new heights, it's his rage. Since he was a child, Goku represented the purest of intentions and emotions, rarely spilling over into negative thought patterns unless the situation was extreme. How fitting that the first Super Saiyan transformation in 1,000 years would come from an enraged pacifist. It makes sense, right? It's like real life when a normally chill dude working out at the gym can't get his last set out until he remembers that one time that guy took the bench press when he was getting a drink of water and sweated all over the damn thing and didn't wipe it down after it. 8, 9, 10, bull swole as fuck, just saying! Perhaps you've heard the quote in the latest edition of Dragon Ball Z where after Goku turns Super Saiyan for the first time, he says this to Frieza.
I am the warrior you've heard of in legends, pure of heart and awakened by fury. That's what I am.
Well put, Goku. And Frieza, your response? Very articulate, Frieza. But allow me to dissect this, cause clearly you've got some kind of dick in your mouth. Pure of heart and awakened by fury. An astute description of Goku's Super Saiyan transformation. But so what? A nice guy finally gets angry and it pushes him over the edge. Not exactly a novel revelation. But I haven't tied this heap of information together, so don't post your story ya already knew comments yet. Although I'm convinced that even if I found objective proof of the meaning of life and put it in a video, that you guys would still comment that shit. And it makes me sad. Oh, you already knew that Pokemon Go was the first step towards an entire dimension of augmented reality where man-children will be paid millions to battle Pokemon professionally? No, you didn't! No, you didn't know that! You didn't know that! Jeez! Alright, so, we've got our pure-hearted protagonist who unleashed his true potential because of his rage at the death of his friends. On a seemingly unrelated note, this reminds me of a scene with Piccolo, this green guy, who dramatically tells Krillin, this bald but not actually bald guy, about Vegeta finally fighting for selfless reasons rather than selfish ones. During the episode Final Atonement, that I've watched at least 50 times since middle school, Vegeta urges Krillin, Piccolo, and others to get far away from here and hurry, while he stands his ground against the pink blobby menace that is Majin Buu. Not even Goku could stop this monster, and yet Vegeta is poised for battle. As Krillin and Piccolo make their getaway, they have this conversation.
For the first time, Vegeta is fighting for someone other than himself. Controlling his own fate.
For more than a decade, I've seriously thought about that last line countless times. I can't get it out of my head. What does it mean? For the first time, Vegeta is fighting for something other than himself, controlling his own fate. It's as though being selfless helps you control your fate in a way that being a dick can't. I've had enough of this feel-good gobbledygook. But is it true? Goku was given the opportunity to train with the universe's greatest minds thanks to his selflessness. Vegeta got no such opportunity. He always fought to conquer. He always fought to be stronger, to be better. But to what end? Goku's goal was to protect his friends and family and the planet he's grown to love. That was his reason for fighting. But Vegeta, he was always so cold, so driven, but so cold. He wanted strength and glory and to be better than Kakarot, and that's about it. Not long before the scene I just showed you, Piccolo tells Vegeta that when he dies, he will not be allowed to keep his body like Goku did. He'll be just another soul drifting aimlessly through the otherworld, unable to control his own fate. By Jove, I've got it! As the Kai sit comfortably in their positions of power, molding the laws of the universe, they really do call the shots on what flies and what doesn't. They have final authority over what happens to who after they die. They decide the laws that mold our lives and drastically affect how successful we are. One can only be allowed to control their own fate, to reach their true potential if they obey these laws of the universe. And we're not talking thermodynamics! Oh, and before you murder me, I know King Yema has control over what happens to who when they die, but it's really the Kais who have final authority. Got it? The Kais are like gods. They're not actually gods in the show, but you can think of them that way. The universe as it is a manifestation of the universe the Kais want to exist. It's not always a perfect reality, what with the endless stream of villains, saga after saga, but as a general rule, the universe as it is a reflection of the way these upbeat, goofy, silly Kai guys want it to be. Surely such a lively bunch would set in motion a world that favored Goku over Vegeta. Yeah, Vegeta did a pretty bang-up job of gaining strength throughout his life, but compare that to Goku. Vegeta's selfish nature simply put him at a disadvantage. At every step of the way, Goku's gain in power can at least be partially attributed to an incredible teacher. Whether that's Master Roshi, Tien, this weird cat guy, King Kai, or a billion others, Goku was able to fulfill his destiny because the greatest teachers in the universe trusted him with the power he would gain from their help. Vegeta, on the other hand, he's a bit more of a wild card. And it cost him. Several decades of training mostly on your own just can't compare to having mentor after mentor. Indeed, in the subtlest of ways, the Kais gave Vegeta one cosmic nah-bra after another, stifling him with isolation because it would leave him to push his limits alone. The world is such that nobody trusts dicks, and dicks don't trust nobody. Fortunately for Goku, he's not a dick. It's no wonder Goku was able to thrive in a reality overseen by this guy. This guy's one of the grand overseers of the universe. This guy! But how does Goku's burst of anger fit into this? Our pure-hearted hero succumbed to negativity, and yet it pushed him to new heights. How does that fit into a world where dicks finish last? I'll answer that question with another question. If you don't get furious at least sometimes, how much do you really care? And that's the story. You never knew. Well, Goku sure is a swell fella, huh? You know who else is a swell fella? John Dahlquist, winner of our last giveaway. Congrats, John.
Now give me your copy of Watch Dogs 2.
Please. And for all you other folks who didn't win, don't worry. We'll have more giveaways in the future. Just leave a comment down below if you have any specific things you'd like us to give away, like Furbies or Tamagotchis or ice cream. Except that would melt by the time it got to you. Yeah, we shouldn't do ice cream. Anyway, don't forget to like or dislike this video. We need that feedback, people. It's important for our well-being. So yeah, that's about it. See you next week, everyone.